Hello everyone, my name is Tuvy Miller. I had the great zchut to work at Camp Stone for 3 summers. It's Tzevet Beit Midrash, Rosh Beit Midrash, and also as Machal Hadracha. So the most special summers of my life. Forever grateful for that. I wanted to share some thoughts with you about the current time that we're in through the lens of Jewish history. To talk about what it means to be resilient and what it means to face tragedy, to face uncertainty, to face turmoil, and to emerge not victorious, but to emerge even stronger. And I'd like to use the example of the Baalei haTosafot, of the great Northern French and German rabbis who wrote the Tosafot commentary that we have on the Gemara. And when we have the First Crusade in 1096, the number of people who were killed, if you look at it and compare it to later crusades and pogroms, and for sure more recent tragedies in Jewish history, the numbers were relatively small. But the communities at that time were small, we know, and these losses were devastating to these communities. If you read the Crusade Chronicles, if you read other, contemporaneous Shuvot, it was devastating. It was absolutely devastating. And one might expect that with the loss of so many Talmidei Chachamim, with the breakdown of yeshivot and potentially of whole communities, that there would be a decrease in halachic Torah creativity in the aftermath of the Crusades. And yet, scholars have pointed this out. That is not the case. The Baalei haTosafot continued with renewed zeal and renewed vigor in their exploration of Gemara and in their resolute insistence that the entire Gemara fit together in one piece, that there be no contradictions. And I'd like to share with you a piece of Torah from the Baalei haTosafot that I believe exemplifies this determination to continue creatively looking at Torah even when things don't look so good. So this is a Tosafot in Masechet Brachot, Yud Aleph Amud Bet 11b. The Gemara is discussing Birchot HaTorah, the blessings we make in the morning, thanking God for giving us the Torah and allowing us to study Torah over the course of the day. And one of the halachot that the Gemara discusses is that you must learn Torah immediately upon reciting Birchot HaTorah, which we often do. We recite Mishnayot, Gemarot, Psukim afterwards. And the Gemara wonders why, if a person makes Birchot HaTorah at the beginning of the day, they don't have to make it every time they learn over the course of the day. But when it comes to Sukkah, let's say, every time you enter into the Sukkah to eat food, to sleep, you have to make a new bracha Baalei Sukkah. What's the difference? And this is a classic Tosafist question. And Tosafot answer the following. Tosafot say, Yesh lomar deshani Torah she'eino miyaesh da'ato. D'chol sha'a adam mechuyav lilmod. He says the Torah is different from Sukkah. Why? Because when it comes to Torah, a person never lets Torah slip their mind, and never really, more exactly, never loses hope when it comes to Torah. And Tosafot tie it to the obligation to learn Torah, but it transcends that. That even if a person is working, even if a person is doing other things during the day, in the back of their mind, they have not lost hope when it comes to learning Torah. They have not fully removed their attention from it. And I think that even though the context here is not about responses to tragedy, not about crusades, but Tosafot here are pulling back the veil, as it were, and showing us a little bit about the way that they were thinking about their relationship with Torah, that this was something that you never lose sight of, that you never lose hope of continuing to toil and produce new insights in Torah, and that this is what they did before. This is what they did in actuality. After the Crusades, they continued to produce new creative insights in Torah, despite what they had faced. And I think this is something that we can all think about. and we find ourselves in difficult times, facing real unprecedented hardships for so many of us. And we don't know how long this will last. We don't know what will happen in the future. But what we do know is that we have our beautiful, multifaceted Torah. We have our history, and that we can continue searching for new insight, creatively thinking of new ways to look at our timeless texts. And through that, maybe we can gain a bit of a better understanding of what Hashem wants of us in this world, what our purpose is, and what the purpose is of Am Yisrael overall.